Yo, what's up? My name is Sarah Monique and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, welcome to my channel. Today, it's kind of like a very touchy subject. This is my cancer journey video. Yeah, I know. It's gonna be in two parts. One is coming this week, like you're watching the first part right now, and the second part will come next week. So, yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed it. If y'all have any questions, please comment down below and let's get to it. Okay, so the start of it really is when my legs started swelling up out of nowhere. Yeah, like we didn't really know like what happened to it or what could have happened that my legs would have, just swell up like that. Parents, they took me to the doctor, they checked my kidneys, they did kind of everything that they could, but I was supposed to go to a doctor's appointment, I think a week later. Then like on May 19th, 2014, I was a freshman, by the way. I was 14 years old and I passed out at school in the girls' restroom. Like I was out for pretty much my whole lunch period, and when I woke up, like all I could see was these girls around me, and my teacher, she was my English teacher for my first semester, and she helped me, and like a few of her students helped me, and they waited with me for the nurses to come with the wheelchair. So I went with them, and they called my dad because for some reason they couldn't really call 911 unless they had permission from the parents or guardian, which was, I don't know why. But anyway, got to the ER. I did not x-ray scan, but I did a CT scan, and they found out that I actually had blood clots in my chest. That's literally the reason why I had, my legs swelling up, because they had blood clots in them. So on that day, they basically just came up and exploded. Like I literally could have died in that girl's restroom. After they found the blood clots, the doctor that was over me, he didn't really want me to, go back home because blood clots is a serious thing. The doctor, he wanted me to go to the Children's Hospital in Columbia. So, like they can just monitor me and see if everything would be okay. Yeah, I waited a good while for them to like take me from Sumter to Columbia. So I got to Columbia. It was probably 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night. I was exhausted. The nurse, my first nurse, I remember, Mallory, if you're watching this, hi. She asked me if I wanted to watch Frozen. I was like, sure. I was like, just with tubes, in my nose. I probably had like an IV in this arm and an IV in this arm, and it's just like, sure, why not? She put on Frozen and I fell asleep. I fell right asleep. Yeah, I was in the PICU for I don't know how many days. I'm pretty sure my parents would know, like, yeah. But it was a while. And also, for those of you who do not know what a PICU is, it is basically a pediatric, a PICU is basically, a pediatric intensive care unit, just like a regular ICU, but, just for minors. So then the next morning, they did a full body CT scan on me. That is when they found a tumor in my abdomen. After they found the tumor in my abdomen, they were like really concerned because they have never seen anything like that ever before. They told me and my parents that, it would probably be best if I had a biopsy done. Like, honestly, I was kind of like in denial. I was just like, that's nothing. That ain't cancer. Like, that's nothing. Like, man, that ain't nothing. They pushed for a biopsy. I think it was like a couple days later I had it done. I think I did like a bone marrow thing or whatever, and I had to have a port, you know, put in place. For those who have never ever seen a port before. Alright, so disclaimer, if you are squeamish, just close your eyes. Just close your eyes. But this right here is not focusing. This right here, this is a port. Yeah, this is my port. Some people would have one, but I had two. And basically this would go like under your skin on your chest, and it would basically be an alternative to getting an IV in your arm. So you can imagine my first time getting this thing, like, you know, like, okay, I don't know if y'all can imagine this, but basically they're just, you know, putting an IV through your chest. And yeah. It really isn't bad as it sounds. But how many years? But 2014, yeah, for 3 years. Yep, I had this in my chest for 3 years. And honestly, sometimes I miss it, sometimes I don't. I'm just a hard stick. I really don't like IVs in my arm, but this, yeah. But anyway, after I had the surgery done, you know, like for everybody who has had a surgery, you know, like they're kind of quick to, you know, get you walking and everything. So I started walking around the hallways, just back and forth, you know, slow and steady. That was me with my little IV tree. And yeah, and after that they were just like, you know, you look good, you say you feel good, so we're gonna take you to a normal room. And I was so grateful for that. So after that, yeah, I was placed in a normal room. You know, I was getting my strength back. I was eating like I should. Family came, that was always fun. What else? But as a total, I might have been in the hospital room for like maybe a week and a half or 2 weeks and a half. I think 2 weeks and a half, because it was very long. They eventually discharged me from the hospital. I had to wait a few more days, but I think by the time that, you know, June came, I had my appointment, and I forgot what day it was, but my doctor, he told me my diagnosis, and it was peritoneal mesothelioma. And for those of you who watch TV, you probably heard of the commercials that was just like, if you or your loved one was diagnosed with mesothelioma, please call this number so you can be compensated. Yeah, that's the one. I had the, I would say, and I don't want to sound like insensitive, but I had the less deadly one. Yeah, I basically had the less deadly one. There's like 3 ways you can get it. Either in your heart, your lungs, and surprisingly your abdomen. And that's the one I had. So after he told me, you know, they're just like, we don't really know what to do because they never seen this before. Again, I started chemo. I think only did like either 2 or 4 rounds of chemo. Fortunately, it did not work. So that is when a miracle happened.